Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. I know I have an MIA for a while now, but I do have another video I filmed. Actually, I filmed me getting ready, and I talked a little bit more about why I have been missing, so I don't want to talk too much about that now. But I want to thank those who reached out to me, just checking to see where I was, why I was gone. I really appreciate that, so let's jump right into the video. So today I will be doing my February makeup favorites. Well, actually it's just favorites because I have hair, I have makeup, I have TV shows, I have new pets, I have a bunch of things. So yep, let's just jump right into it. So I'm not going to go in any order, but I'm going to like group things together as much as I can, like concealers, brow products, and primers. So I'm going to group those things together. So I have concealers with me. So I have been wearing the MAC Pearl and Wear concealer along with, I haven't been wearing them together, but actually I did today. But I tried out the NYX HD concealer. I really like them. They're medium to full coverage. They don't crease that much. I haven't really noticed any creasing. They come in a wide variety of shades, but it doesn't go that dark. The darkest shade they have is in the shade 8. And I'm gonna put that on the back of my hand so you guys can see. So it's not, I mean, I guess it's not like a highlight shade for me. I use this more for like just extra coverage. But this is the shade I use to highlight. This is 7. And so I guess if you're like maybe NW45 or a little bit darker, maybe this would be a great highlight shade for you. But if you want something to like help conceal like darker marks or acne marks, you will not be able to do that using this concealer. For the MAC concealer, I have the shade NC45. So let's go on to contour. So for contour, I have 3 products that I normally reach for. So one is a foundation stick, and this is a black opal foundation stick. This is the black, I can't tell. This is a black opal foundation stick in the shade Black Walnut. It is a perfect contour shade for me. So it's not too red. It's just like the perfect shade. You want to use a little at a time. You just don't want to go full out because it could become very ashy and unmanageable real quick. So like for my nose, I literally just do like one line. I had to get a water break. I was like choking. Back to contour. So for my nose, I use very little. But for over here, I use like one line. I used to use a little bit more, but now that I set my face before contouring, if I use a little bit more, it's going to be harder to blend. So I just do like one line on each side, one line down here, and like a little bit over here to contour. And then I either blend it with a contour or I either blend it with like a foundation brush, a beauty blender, or I've been using this brush recently. It's just a dome shaped brush that I got from Amazon, and that works really well. So I usually like to set my contour. When I used to apply my contour after my foundation, I would set it with this powder. But sometimes when I feel like I need like a little kick with my contour and I feel like it's not like really contoured, I use this, and this is a Black Radiance pressed powder in the shade Ebony, and I'm gonna put that right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. So it is like the perfect, I guess I could use a little bit more. It's like the perfect contour shade for me and would work with like darker skin tones. As you can see, this is a little richer, but this is like for that more natural contour. And I know this is overboard. After I use the foundation stick and the pressed powder, I like to go ahead and use this CoverGirl Queen bronzer in the shade Ebony Bronze. So this is like my first makeup favorite. So I know this product has been out there for a while now, but excuse me because like I said, this is my first favorite video. So after I contour, I set my face and I do my highlight, that's when I like to use this because I feel like it just pulls everything together. It like merges between the contour and the highlight, so it's not like a harsh demarcation line, you know. I'm gonna put it here. I don't know if you guys can even see, or maybe you can. So it's very soft, and it just goes between like right here, and it just helps to blend everything in, like just brings everything to one. if that makes sense. Okay, so let's go to primers. I have loves and hates here. I guess I could include a primer water I picked up. So let's go to, oops. So let's start with loves. So I absolutely love this primer. This is the Lorac Perfection Mattifying Face Primer. Fills in your pores. It doesn't really control your oil, but I don't care because I used my milk conditioner before that. But this helps to fill in your pores if you have huge pores. Get this. I could even do a test right here in the back of my hand on a different video if you guys would like. I went to Ulta the other day and I was gonna pick another primer, and then the lady tested the primer I wanted on the back of one hand, and she used my primer on the back of the other hand, and then we applied foundation on both hands, and this side with this primer was like flawless. So if you're looking for a great primer that doesn't really control your oil, I mean, it might control your oil, but something that will just help perfect your pores, give you that smooth airbrush finish, pick up this primer. So the rest, I guess I could do one more like. So this is it's not really a primer, it's more of a spray primer, and this is a Hard Candy Hydrating Primer Mist with coconut water. This smells awesome. I saw someone use this after their makeup. I don't really use this after I wear my makeup. I use this after this primer, just to like prep my face and refresh my face and hydrate my face to prep for makeup. I like the smell. It's like almost halfway, and I don't think I've had this for up to a week. But when you want to use this, don't spray it too far away because the spray covers like a large surface area. So I bring it really close so it doesn't like go in my hair and everywhere else. So I really like this. It's about $12, so it's not that bad. But I really like it. And I would suggest it for all skin types because it is oil-free, silicone-free, and alcohol-free. So let's go on to not so much liked primer. So I have two here. One is very shocking. This is the Too Faced Primed and Poreless Primer. Oh my god, everyone was talking about this primer. I was like, if I don't get this primer, I am literally going to fall down and die. Like, everyone was like, Too Faced Primed and Poreless. Everyone was talking about it, and I swear I don't freaking like this primer. It doesn't do nothing for my skin, so I'm gonna apply that much. It has like a skin tone color, so I have it on one side here, and I'm going to use my Lorac Perfection. I'm gonna wipe my hands, my finger, so I don't have the Lorac or the Too Faced primer. And I'm going to apply the Lorac primer like right here. I don't know if you guys would be able to tell the difference. And the Lorac primer is like white-ish, silicone-ish. And it has a silicone fill. So right here I have the Lorac Perfection. And right here I have the Too Faced. I don't know if you guys can even tell the difference. Maybe I should like apply foundation over it. And let's see. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to apply some foundation. See if there's like a difference between both sides. So I'm using some MAC foundation, and that is the, I don't know if you guys will be able to tell. Okay. So this is the Lorac side, and this is the Too Faced side. I don't know if you guys can see, this side is more, it's more even and more airbrushed than this side. I don't know if you guys can really tell, but I feel like this side is more like smooth, like poreless, and I don't know, maybe you guys can't even tell, but I don't like using the Too Faced primer. Whenever I use it, I don't feel like it does anything, and my makeup, it kind of makes my makeup to slide around, which defeats the purpose of a primer, because your primer is supposed to help your makeup stick. Another thing I forgot to mention is this spray here helps my makeup stick, you know, so which is a plus. Another primer that I tried that I don't really like is the NYX Honey Do Me Up primer. I was really excited to get this. I tried it the first time, I liked it, and the second time I didn't really like it. It has like a gel consistency. It's very like sticky. I'm gonna use it on this pan, and it just feels like aloe vera. If you've ever tried that, it's very sticky, and it's supposed to like smooth out your skin, and you know, maybe because I have oily skin, but maybe this would work better for someone with dry skin. But it feels very moisturizing on the back of my hand, but I feel like it doesn't really help my makeup much. I don't know, maybe I'll have to try it again. But the first time I used it, I was like, oh, this is okay. But then the second time, it was, I don't know, I just didn't like how it felt. But maybe because I have oily skin. So let's go on to favorite foundation. So I have 2 favorite foundations and 1 dislike. I'm gonna start with a dislike. So I've been hearing a lot of good things about the MAC face and body foundation, and I watched a few videos and I figured N7 would be my shade, so I bought it. When I used it, the first time I used it, I thought, because usually when I buy foundation, I like swatch it on first. So the first time I swatched it on, I was like, okay, maybe I got like N1 instead of N7. I don't know if you guys can see that. It looks very like it wouldn't work for me at all, and I tried it. I didn't really like it. It's very watery, and I don't know, I feel like you wouldn't really like this except you have like great skin and you just want something to like even out your skin. If you have like discolorations, or I don't know, because I've seen people with like bad skin wearing this, or people with like acne marks or hyperpigmentation, I can't talk, wearing this. I don't know, but it just didn't go well with my skin. So let's go into favorite foundations. So this isn't something new I picked up, but I thought I had to mention this because this is my favorite foundation of all time. It is a MAC Studio Sculpt Foundation SPF 15. And the SPF 15 to me is a plus because you can never have so much or too much sun protection, especially now that, you know, it's starting to get a little warmer. I have the shade NC50. I can swatch it here for you guys if you want. And it's like the perfect shade for me because most foundations are too red for me. So that's what it looks like. It gives you like a nice dewy finish. It is really similar to the new Maybelline Velvet Smooth foundation, but this is more of a dewy finish. I really like this. It gives you great coverage. I think coverage is like medium to full. I'm not really sure if it's buildable, but whenever I wear it, like I never need like extra coverage because I feel like the coverage is perfect. It lasts forever. If you have oily skin, I would suggest use a really great oil controlling primer and set your face. If you have dry skin, you're absolutely, or dry to normal skin, you are absolutely going to love this. And since it's MAC, it comes in a broad range of shades, so you will definitely find your shade for this foundation. And it's not very pricey as most MAC foundations, so this is about $27 I think, but it has 1.3 fluid ounces of product. So usually foundations that cost that much have like 1 fluid ounce, but this has 1.3 fluid ounce, so in my opinion it's a little bit cheaper, or at least it's cheaper per ounce. So let's go on to my next favorite foundation. This is the L'Oreal True Lumi Cushion Foundation. That's what I have on today. Love this foundation. Wish it had a little bit more coverage, but I feel like this is great for all skin types. I have oily skin, but I prep my skin, you know, I use like an oil controlling primer before I use this foundation just because, you know, I don't want it to get too oily or too greasy. But this is a great foundation. Shade range, it's not that great, you know, because I don't know, I feel like L'Oreal should have it together by now, but this is the darkest shade they have. This is NC8, and I feel like it's a little bit too light for me. That's what I have on today, but you know, after powder and everything else, it works. But I feel like it's too light. They could use more shades. I think it has about, I don't want to give the wrong number, but I don't think it has that many shades. It came with a sponge, which I don't use. It has a nice little mirror here, which is great, you know, if you're traveling. But it's a great foundation. Coverage, it's like light to medium coverage and maybe full coverage if you have great skin. But for me, I need, if I'm going to school, I could do like 1 layer, but like today I used about 2 to 3 layers, and it's also buildable. I really like it. So let's go on to highlighters. I only have 1 highlighter here. I have 2 that I use, but the other one I don't really consider my favorite, so I'm not going to talk about it. This is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Cheeky Bronze. This is absolutely my favorite highlighter because you guys know me, I don't like to go overboard with makeup, and this highlight is very subtle. That's it right there. I guess I could swatch the Becca highlight just so you guys could compare them. So this is the Becca highlight right there. To see how it is more in your face, you know, it pops more, and this is more natural. So let's say if I want to wear highlight when I'm going to school, I wear this, and like today when I wanted my highlight to like pop, I use this. But I really like this, you know, like I said, I like my makeup to look as natural as possible, so I grab this more often than I grab this one. Onto mascaras. I've been using 3 mascaras recently. For the past month, I have been using the Essence Lash Princess Mascara. I'm gonna show you guys the one. Like, before I buy any mascara, I make sure I look at the one, because that's how I know it's gonna work for my lashes. Like, something like this, I know it's going to be able to like pick up my short hairs, if that makes sense. I really like this. Gives me a lot of volume, and it has a sister or brother. This is the Princess Lash Mascara. So this one is for length, or it says False Lash Effect, and this one is more volume, but I feel like this one is more volume and this one is more length. I don't really reach for this one that often, except I just want to go overboard, but I like pairing this up together. Recently I picked up the Revlon All-in-One Ultimate Mascara. I don't know, I'm kind of in the middle of the fence about this one. Like, the one is really short. I like this more for my lower lash line, and I don't know, I feel like sometimes it gets really messy. I don't know if you guys are able to see that. Sometimes it gets really messy, but it is really great for your lower lash line. I don't feel like it does a lot, you know, for my upper lashes. So the last makeup products I want to talk about are for my brows. So I have 3 products, or I guess 2 products I've been using on my brows. One is the City Color Duo Brow Pencil with a brush. It comes with a brush which isn't open. I guess I can open it right now. Okay, so it comes with a spoolie. There you go. This is in the shade Dark Brown. I really like this pencil. That's what I use to fill in my brows today. Only thing is, when you sharpen it, it breaks so easily. So I'm thinking of freezing them before I like sharpen them, just so it doesn't break. But the formula is perfect. The consistency is great. I just don't like that when you sharpen it, it breaks too easily. Next brow products I've been using are the Sephora Brow Thickener. I got this one first, but this one is very dramatic, and you could easily get like thick, dramatic, what's the word I'm looking for? Not good brows, like harsh brows with this one. And I got this one to just kind of help to tame things down. I'm gonna swatch it for you guys to see. So that is what color is this? This is brunette. This is the darkest color, and I usually use it like a tail for my brows, and I used it today. And to kind of tame things down, I use the medium brown. This is the second lighter color. I don't know if you guys can see that, and if I use it over it, see how it like tones it down a little. So that's how I like to use them together, and I feel like it lasts all day and it gives me like natural looking brows. Forgot to mention one primer I didn't like as well. This is the Hard Candy Shine Free Primer. This is obviously oil controlling. Tried this before, I swear. Like, as soon as I applied my makeup, my foundation, I started getting oily. This primer is not great for oily skin. I don't even know if it would be great for like normal skin. Don't like this. The only reason why I kept it was because I wanted to talk to you guys. I wanted to tell you guys about it before I return it. It is awful. Don't get this. I mean, if it works for you, maybe you can keep getting it, but for me, it didn't work at all, and I wouldn't recommend this to anyone. So another new thing I tried out is the Essence eyeshadow base, and this is in the shade, I don't know if they have different shades, I'm not sure, but I'm gonna swatch it for you guys over here. This is what I use as an eyeshadow base today. It blends nicely. You can set it with like a skin tone powder if you want it to look a little darker, or if your skin tone is a little darker, but I think it works perfectly. You don't really need to set it because it dries like a semi-matte finish, and eyeshadows work great over it. I could test. Let's see. So this is the ColourPop Game Face. So I'm gonna use, let's see, this side doesn't have any primer. You guys can see. So this side doesn't have any primer, and I'm gonna apply it here. Here's a primer. Can you guys see the difference? So here no primer, here primer, and it really pops. So if you're looking for a great inexpensive primer, eyeshadow primer, I would really suggest you guys pick that up. So let's go now on to non-makeup products. I want to talk about my heat protectant from my extensions. So this is the Garnier Fructis. I know you guys know I love Garnier Fructis. The products are amazing, so I just can't stop getting them. But this is the Garnier Fructis Flat Iron Perfector. I like this because my extensions, like extensions in general, don't need a lot of oil. Because it's just gonna make it look, it's gonna make it go bad faster, if that makes sense. It's not gonna make them last longer. So I hate using any kind of greasy or oil products on my extensions, so I like using this before I apply any heat in my hair. It has a flexible hold. It's very light, and it's very, let's see, the first ingredient is water, so you know it's water based and doesn't have a lot of oils in it, and it doesn't really add a lot of weight to my extension, so it makes it very it has a lot of movement. And yeah, next I have the Clear & Clear Advantage Acne Spot Treatment. I love this. So I get breakouts here and there more often than not. So I like to use stuff like this to help to shrink the breakout very quickly. So I have been using a bunch of other products that are supposed to do the same thing. The only thing is those products are white. So this is a gel. I'm gonna put it right here. So it's a gel, so you can use it over your makeup, you can use it under your makeup. So the white ones, or the ones that have a white color, you know, you couldn't, like, let's say if I don't want to wear makeup and I want to use them, I would have to like wipe it off, which really defeats the purpose. But with this one, as you can see, it dries to a clear gel, or like a clear, you know, it's clear, so you can wear it under makeup, over makeup, and if you don't want to wear makeup, you can just wear it and go about your day. The next product I want to talk about is this Nair Face Cream. So unfortunately, I have facial hair. Like, I have hair that grows like right here on my chin. It's very annoying, but that's life, you know. So I have been using this Nair Hair Remover Facial Cream. This is the only product I've tried or I've used to remove facial hair, because it just started happening like 6 months ago. I don't know, it just started growing. I also use this to take, I was gonna say tweeze. I also use this to like shape my brows, so I would use it underneath my brows, you know, around my brows, to help shape my brows or take care of hair I don't want. If you guys would like to see a video of how I use this, let me know. But this is really great. The only thing I don't like about this is it takes forever for it to remove the hair, so at least 10 minutes. It says here 3 minutes, but, or it says 5 minutes. Maybe because it's just my hair. I guess it says, oh yeah, it says total hair removal depends on hair thickness. So I have coarse African hair, so maybe that's why it takes a little longer. But when it works, it literally, especially my brows, it just like, it just looks so nice and clean and defined. You know, I really like this, and it's about $5, so it's not that expensive, and you don't need a lot. So you get 2 ounces of product. You don't need a lot. You know, I use like once a week, or let's say if I'm going out, I could use it maybe twice a week, you know. But it's really great, inexpensive, pain-free, and you know, you don't have any more facial hair. Another thing is, The hair doesn't really grow back that fast, but it doesn't also grow back slowly. I guess it really depends on how fast your own hair grows, but I noticed in like 3 to 4 days the little hairs start, you know, coming through. The last product I want to talk about is this Fab Ultra Repair Hydra Firm Slip-In Cream. So if you've been watching my other skincare videos, you know I have been using one that is a little bit in a bigger top, but I noticed that one was like clogging my pores and making me break out. But this one is I can't say that word. I'm gonna put it right here. So that means it's supposed to help, or it's not going to clog your pores. So if you have oily skin like me, or your pores get easily clogged, you want to use something that has that so it's really great. Since I started using it, I noticed my skin's a lot more smoother, a lot more hydrated, and I absolutely love it. It has like a thick cream whipped butter consistency. I don't know if you guys can see that, but you do not need a lot. A little goes a long way. I think I've been using that for about a month now. It's a little pricey, but it's worth every dollar I paid for it. So that is pretty much it. I think I covered everything I wanted to cover, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video.